Welcome to episode 9 of the Guitar Truck Vlog. In this episode, we're going to finish up that front seat and seatbelt. We're going to do a little bit of sanding and show off some cool electronic tech that I've got for the truck. It's starting to come together. First, if you remember when I added the shoulder belt to the passenger seat, I made it all self-contained and I welded a steel pipe to the chair so I could take the whole thing out and remove it at shows. But of course there's some concern with that because now the seatbelt is not connected to the body of the truck. So I said I was going to make some kind of ratchet strap system to connect the chair to the truck. But Jim over at Mill Supply saw this video and was like, you know what, we sell a part like basically just for this reason. It's to connect the chair to the floor. So in the case of the car going sideways or upside down, it would hold the chair in. So they sent me 2 of those and I put one on to properly fasten the seat to the floor, and then the other one I put on at the top of this welded steel bracket that I made that holds the seatbelt, and then connected it to the truck. So now it's like the seatbelt is extended all the way to connect to like basically the B pillar of the truck. But then with a very simple quick disconnect, I can remove it and take the whole seat out at the shows. It works perfectly, and I feel much more comfortable with the seat the way it is now than it was before. I also added a headrest to it, so in the case of an incident where your head might go back, there's something to keep your head from hitting that metal pipe. I just used some scrap material I had laying around the shop for that. Lights. I have 2 basic needs for lights in the truck. 3 counting headlights. But one is I need to just put some regular sort of white lights, I'm thinking like rope lighting probably, in the truck to make it all bright and friendly when it's in store mode. But then I also needed some rock and roll lights like what we have going on back here. And I got this problem solved thanks to Sansi. Now Sansi makes LED lights. They sell them on Amazon, and I will put a link below. Less than a decade ago, when I was still out working as a full-time musician, I remember buying lights with my band of these different LED can lights and stuff to bring to our gigs and how expensive they were. And these lights here are so much better than what we spent like hundreds of dollars on before for a fraction of the cost. So I got them with the intent, I had to have these sort of holes cut out in the stage floor so this tailgate would open and close properly and not get in the way of some structural metal parts that are there. These are just a little too big to permanently mount there, but they fit basically perfectly in that spot when the stage is down. I'm gonna put like a little post of some sort there so I can then slide them on and set them up when we're in stage mode. And that way performers will have remote controls to control them and they'll be pointing up at them. And since they're not permanently attached, if they're not working from there, they can move them and put them somewhere else too. So when they're not in use, they can just go in a drawer, and I love that. Sansi gave me a coupon code that you can use at their Amazon store. I'll put a link below. And the coupon code is 3RGB lights. It's probably on the screen here. And that is in all capitals. And that'll get you 20% off these lights. Here are the latest entries into the donor wall hive mind. I want to thank everybody very much who is contributing to this truck. It's really making it a lot easier for me and taking the pressure off. If you would like to support the truck, you can go to newperspectivesmusic.com and click on the mobile guitar store link. Thanks, brother. This guy's awesome. This guy's also awesome. Screenshot it, grab your guitar, figure it out. Check out Miles' work, man. He's incredible. Aw. And this is my favorite to date. Yeah. My stepdaughter Maddie came in for a few hours to help me sand down all the pallet wood walls on the inside of the truck. And yes, the job was as horrible as it looks. Plus it was hot and I had both my extension cords in use powering the sanders. But fortunately the truck's new power supply, a Blue Eddy EB1500 by Max Oak, had just arrived, so we were able to use that to run a fan in the truck and help get the sawdust out. That's also what's been powering the background music for this whole video so far. So I've just been sitting in here in my truck playing my bass through a 150 watt bass amp while I had this big fan blowing on me. And oh yeah, I'm charging my phone too. All through this Blue Eddy EB150 by Max Oak. It can charge by plugging into the wall or it can charge with solar panels. And it's exactly what I was looking for this truck. Now, I plan on basically using the truck as a mobile showroom. And I wanted to just be able to power some low watt guitar amps and bass amps so people can demo my work. Plus run a few lights. But what I also want to do with this truck is put on like little concerts, and I figured I could always run an extension cord to it if I had to, but after messing around with this thing, I think I could actually run a small band off of this for at least a set. And I'm going to find out, trust me. Stay tuned, there will be video. This is just the first installment of this process. The next step is going to be to run solar panels off of it to charge it. But I should mention too that not only am I playing my 150 watt bass amp and running this fan at the same time, for the past 2 hours I've had this fan running in here while my stepdaughter and I were sanding in here. And we ran a sander off it for a while at the same time as the fan, but most of the time the sanders were off. This fan has been running for hours and it's still showing 75% battery. I am really looking forward to putting this thing through the test, and I will be doing more of that on this channel as well as incorporating it into the build. Thank you very much, Max Oak, for jumping on this project, and they gave me coupon codes for substantial savings off of these units. They are in the links below, so check that out and you will be seeing a lot more of this as the truck develops. Honestly, this is like the heart and soul of this truck now. It's awesome.
Okay, this is for the nerds out there, you know who you are. This is 14.6 inches by 6.5 inches by 14.4 inches and it weighs about 38 pounds. Has a 12-month replacement or maintenance warranty. As far as the stats, it has a capacity of 1500 watt hours, which is 405,000 milliamp hours at 3.7 volts or 101,351 milliamp hours at 14.8 volt. It's a lithium-ion battery cell with those same stats. It has an AC PV input, 7.9 millimeter DC, 42 volt slash 160 watt OCV, 16 volt tilde 60 volt max 10 amp, AC output of 110 volt with a max of 1000 watts, carport DC 12 volt slash 9A. If you want any more information, you can go to the website and get it yourself. And here's the short version. You plug stuff in and you turn it on.
You may have seen in one of my other videos my story about these straps. These are the types of things I'm hoping to have on this truck besides just regular guitars. I want to have some things in some different price ranges and just accessories and whatnot. So I have these straps that I made. Go check out that story on my YouTube channel. And then this is another product that I'm prototyping right now. These sort of little mini sort of pocket guitar uke CBG type things. They can be strung a myriad different ways. You can string them as like a 6-string with nylon strings. Right now I have it strung like a 3-string guitar, cigar box guitar, but like a double string, like a 12-string, but a 6-string, you get it. This is something I'm hoping to have more information on soon, and I do have a video about the original that you can watch over on Vectric's YouTube channel. It was one of my free monthly projects that I do for them, and you can actually download this file and make your own there if you want. But the ones that I have for sale will probably be a little bit more developed. Still working out some kinks, like where to hang the strap. that's about it for this vlog. Thanks very much for watching. I do have some build videos coming up where I'm going to do a little bit more building and less talking about the products and designs. That's sort of a separate part of this series. And I also have a potential sort of mini maiden voyage to take this truck out on for a future video build. I can't wait to start getting some of this tech going too, because that's a little new and different for me in this channel. And I think some of you might find that interesting too. Thanks a lot for watching, and be good.